had said, we are doing today, where our segment is on group discussions. Now, Ananya, when I say group discussion, what comes in your head?
Um, just, people sitting around a table and, talking to each other on a certain topic, maybe. That's like
Yeah,
what I get in my mind.
exactly. So I feel like when people first look at this topic, they think, oh, when we're sitting with our friends, when we're sitting with our family, this group discussion could happen. But it is a little bit more serious and professional than that. Essentially, what happens is that when we get recruited into a job, one of the rounds of the job is a group discussion. Now, why is this a very important part of your process? Is because, for example, the round has around 100 employees that are going to be employed. The group discussion allows 70 of them to be kicked out and 30 get um, pushed to the next round. So that's why this is super important. That's why we're covering this today.
All right. Okay.
It's called, right, so it's called a mass reduction round. That's why it's like so many people. What the point is to just kick everyone out and choose the best of the best. So that is your group discussion. That is why it's important. So everyone, please pay attention to this segment.
All right, coach. So I'm just going to. I think there is an echo from your end. I don't
All
know. This
right.
technical problem always comes up.
This always happens. In my other live videos, it never happens. I think it's something, I think it's our luck, Ananya, me and you. There's always an echo when it's me and you together. Because when you do with other people, there's no echo. When I do with other people, there's no. It's okay. What can we do? Actually, can
Uh,
someone tell us what we can do? Because we don't know.
uh, because we always try to do something and
We
then
always try.
it works at times, then the other
Yeah.
times it doesn't. So you never know.
Is
Uh,
this
this,
better? No,
uh,
it's the
we're
same.
just going to quickly ask everybody. It's
It's
echoing. Can you tell
echoing.
us from which end is it echoing, and if anybody
No, I
could
can
tell
hear
us?
from my end, it's echoing my voice, but I
Okay.
don't understand why this is happening in this session because other sessions this doesn't happen. So I'm confused a little bit.
Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. I bring the echo with me.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to try our best to make it as clear as possible. Okay? So please try to understand what we're saying. Okay. So yeah, so
I was
that is group
about
discussions.
to
Yeah.
ask you the question
Yes.
that is group discussion something new, or it has it been there for a long time?
Yeah. So group discussion is something new. Before in a okay, people are complaining. Okay, we will try our best, guys, to
We got a comment. You can remove the buds. Uh,
okay. I will do that. Hopefully this will
Can
work.
you guys hear me? No, I feel like this is louder.
I don't know. We're going to quickly ask everybody. Is the audio better
Is the
or
audio better?
is it the same? Let's hope for some positive replies. Come on,
Ananya,
guys.
is yours better? Or keep the buds? Okay.
We're getting contradicting replies. Somebody's saying keep it. Somebody's saying yes, it is better now.
It's
So,
not better. Okay.
mm, uh, so it's. I guess it's entirely your decision.
What do you think?
I don't know whatever because I am hearing the voice clear either ways.
Okay,
So
we can hear. Okay. I will keep it off. If there's if there's a problem, I'll keep it on. Anything. Okay, fine.
okay.
Okay, keep the buds. Okay, yeah. Oh my god. Literally 10.
Of this. Okay. All right. So, okay, I'm using the buds, guys. I'm so happy that people are so like into it that they're full on suggesting everything. So I'm using the buds now. Okay. So is this a new process or has it been going on for a while? It's new. It's fairly new. Before, when we used to look for jobs and when the job process used to happen, It was a very simple, I don't think everyone knows this, but sometimes there was no interview. It was just, we're looking at your application, we're looking if you have the marks or the credentials, you have that basic requirement, and you're hired. But now I feel like every single day there's so much research into how this process can get simpler yet more efficient, if that makes sense. Because I think we all can agree the recruitment process is very long, very strenuous. So everyone's just trying to get better and better and more efficient. So one of the methods is group discussion. So that is why we're doing this today. Yeah.
All right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm pretty sure everybody who is watching this right now is pretty excited. So let's
Aching to
just
know.
get. Yeah, I am aching to know. So
Yeah.
so let's just get on to it, Coach. What are the tips and tricks that surround this idea of group discussion, and
Right.
how can we use it to our benefit?
So I think for any interview that you go for, the first thing that you should do is research. Whenever
Okay.
you're going to talk or whenever you're going to be a part of a discussion, a debate, a group discussion is sort of like a debate. It's a conversation. And you need to make sure you know that there's going to be a moderator. This moderator is a person that is going to observe you. Sometimes when it's a very large group of people, there'll be 3, 4 moderators. These people are going to observe you and they're going to look at how you react, how you talk to different things that are happening, right? So when you know there are eyes on you, you need to do research. Okay.
Okay.
Now, yeah.
Coach, question.
Mm.
You said research is important, but if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure that you don't know the topic of a group discussion when you're getting into it. So, how to do a research without knowing the topic?
You're completely right, Ananya. The point of the group discussion is also kind of to catch the employees off guard, you know? But in every group discussion, the point is to discuss very important current events and issues that are in the workplace. So when you think of that, topics like women in the workplace in the form of managers comes up very often. Also, Bitcoin is something, cryptocurrency is something that's exceedingly important in the economy currently, especially in the US. So these discussions come about. Also, there are topics obviously related to COVID-19, the effects of COVID. Right now, no matter where you go, people are talking about COVID-19. So the topic of COVID-19 and how it's impacted the workplace, how it's impacted the economy comes up. One thing that you need to know about these topics is you're going to have general topics where there's no right answer. They just want your opinion. And mainly general topics, they want to see how you react to it. More than your answer, it's your mannerism. They want to see how you are. But when it comes to controversial topics, I would say there is one answer. There is always one answer. That is a trick that you need to know. When it is controversial, they have an expectation. And if you could go against the expectation, like if you're taking a stance that is completely wrong of what is expected, it could cause you to be terminated.
Okay, so could you, like give us an example of how this,
Yes.
this topic can come up?
Right. So topics related to human rights, racism, sexism, just women the topic of women is a very big conversation in workplace and the bias against us. So, for example, if someone said, "Do you think women should be managers?" and unfortunately someone says no, that will cause you termination because that is a wrong answer. It is not accepted. So you need to be aware of what you're saying. That is very important. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, like, there is a right answer to it. You just need to be, cautious about it.
You need to be cautious. Yes. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, let's go on to the other points, Coach.
The other point.
Yeah.
When we start a group discussion, the first thing would be research. But what would be the next step? A lot of people think that initiating a group discussion is something that gives them an advantage. That is true. For example, if I'm a moderator, Ananya, and you started a discussion, I'm definitely going to make note of that. I'm going to make note that this speaker, this candidate, is very confident. They are initiating a conversation with 100 or 50 people. That does give them some sort of an advantage, and that is correct. But sometimes this could backfire. So, an advice that I would give everyone to who wants to initiate a conversation, I'm sure there are people, please say something when you have something to say. If you have nothing to say, something meaningless, something that's irrelevant, something that's wrong, that's going to be used against you. You're going to be judged as a person of character who is not really informative, doesn't really think, you know. And okay, there are questions coming in, and I think after this point we will answer some questions. Okay, so yes, please do think about what you're saying. An example of initiating a conversation, I would say, is right now, like I said, COVID-19 is something that's discussed. It's a topic that everyone can talk about. Everyone can relate to the situation of COVID-19. I would say if you want to start a discussion, say, all right, I would like to start the discussion. Be confident. Say, I would like to start the discussion by talking about the effects of COVID-19 on our economy and how it has affected our workplace and our habits. That would be a great way to start. And the moderator will make note, this candidate has said this and has initiated a conversation. Yes. Now, should we answer a question? We have one question.
Okay. Yes, I'm just going to put this question forward. The question is, what should be the voice tone? Should you be loud or should you be normal in a group discussion?
Okay, and someone has answered this question.
More loud.
Yes, he has said more loud than normal. Okay, I'm not going to disagree with more loud than normal, but I was actually going to talk about this in one of my points. You need to have a tone that everybody else has. And usually in a group discussion, in a professional situation, people are speaking with a normal tone. Like how me and you are speaking, Ananya. We are speaking in a professional, normal, audible tone. Do not be too soft. Because when you're too soft, you are displayed as not confident. And I know when I speak of the group discussion, it seems a little intimidating because I'm saying, don't do this, don't do that. But this is just the environment. When you're in a group discussion, you're going to be judged constantly. The whole point is to judge you to the point where they can truly understand who you are, you know? So, yes, you need to be mindful of your tone. I would say a normal tone. Don't be loud, be audible, but mainly confidence is key whenever you're speaking in a group discussion. Always.
All right, okay. And like something other than this point, being confident is good, but not speaking when you don't know what to say is also something important, right?
Yes. Whenever you have, and you know what? The advice I'd give you is if you don't have anything good to say, don't say it. Don't say it. It's fine. Someone else will say it, and then you will have time to collect your thoughts and you can express yourself. Yeah. So please remember that.
All right, okay, because I think when everybody is judging you, being, more picky with what to say is pretty important.
Is pretty important, yes. The next point is very important. Everyone, please pay attention to this because this is where most of the people get terminated. Mannerisms, your manners in a group discussion. Now, a group discussion is all about your information and the opinions that you are presenting. When this happens, when you're just talking about your opinion, you need to say your opinion in a way that is not very aggressive and that is not very snarky, I would say. When I mean snarky, for some people who don't know what snarky means, it means rude. You could have an opinion, but the way you display your opinion should be in a way that you should communicate in a way that seems like, okay, I have an opinion, but I'm open to other people's opinions. That should be your tone. Now, that is about tone. You should not have an aggressive tone. Because the second you come off as aggressive, the moderator will see that, oh, this person is aggressive, this person is rude, We don't need a person like that in our workspace, right? Because they're looking for people who are professional, who are approachable, who are just the most ideal, moderate human being that you can be. They want someone confident, yet someone who is understanding, if that makes sense.
I
You know what
think
I
it
mean?
does because
Yeah.
when you get into a work environment, when you actually work within the organization, you have to stay humble. You have to, have
You
a
have to.
clear and concise
Yes.
communication because the moment you are rude, I'm pretty sure people are going to, avoid
100%.
working with you,
100%.
which
They're
should
going to
not be the
avoid
case.
working with you. And it's so many things lead to this behavior. Your opportunities are going to be closed. And yes, you are ensured a job, but people don't understand when you get into a job, there are so many things that are within the job that might help you in the future. But because of your attitude, that kind of gets disrupted, right?
Right,
So I
right.
think that's very important. Another thing that I've notice that people need help with is some people might have opinions, but we don't always agree with these opinions. That is fine. That is fine. You don't always have to agree with someone. So, Ananya, if I asked you, let's say I had an opinion and you did not agree with this opinion, informally, outside of a workplace, let's say we're friends, how would you say that you don't agree with me?
I think outside of a workplace, I might get a little bit touchy. I might, say that,
Yes,
oh no, this is wrong. You should not say that. Because
exactly.
if it is a topic that I personally, I'm very attached to,
Yes.
I might overreact a bit.
Exactly. But in the workplace, this person is your colleague, they're your boss. You have no right to tell them what is wrong or right. You have no right, unless it's professional. See, these are different matters. If it's an opinion that is just a general opinion, you have no right to tell them what their opinion should be unless you have that relationship with them. And that's also is said in the group discussion. So when you don't agree with someone, you can't say, you're wrong. No, that's wrong. You could say stuff like, I beg to differ, or I don't necessarily agree with you, but, or I don't think I agree with that point of view, but it would be something like that. You need to be graceful, you need to be sweet to the other person. The second you're trying to impose your opinions, you're going to come off as extremely bossy or someone who's not cooperative, and that will be used against you by the moderator,
All
right?
right, okay. We got a comment in which the person is saying that you need to put your point and your
First,
opinion first than others.
yes, of course. In a group discussion, when you don't agree with someone, that is exactly what I'm saying. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to say, yes, I agree with you. That is not your job. Your job is to stand out, right? So you say, for example, I would say, I beg to differ, but my opinion is, I beg to differ, but I think, that would be, Abhinav, that would be your approach. I'm not saying, please go along with it. That is not what I'm saying. Disagree, but disagree respectfully, because that is your job in the group discussion,
All
right?
right, okay. So, like being respectful is of the key importance
And
here because,
professional is the key. Yes.
okay, all right, because you can have difference of opinions, but
Yes. Yeah.
all right,
It
okay.
always happens. And now, what's also very important to add to this point is the receiver. Um, the receiver would be, for example, you would disagree with me in the group discussion, Ananya. Now, when we get disagreed with, sometimes, I know this happens to me. When someone disagrees with me, I also feel a little offended. When someone says, I don't agree with you, I wonder, why does this person not agree with me? I'm right, right? That's how humans are built. We think we're right. That's completely fine. But remember, the moderator is looking at the person who's being disagreed with. So if you react in a way that's you're very offended, you're taking it personally, you're getting aggressive because someone has disagreed with you, they're going to mark you wrong. They're going to think of you as someone who's not adjusting, someone who's not open, etc. So disagree respectfully, accept someone who's disagreeing with you respectfully. The whole concept is just respect. Yeah.
Okay, all
There's a
right. Because
question, I think.
I think the question is what should you do as a software developer? But that is something that we take up in other session, guys.
Yeah.
This is a session with Alpha Board where today we are talking about how to present yourself in a group discussion and how to stand out. What are the key points to look out for? But stay connected with us if you're looking for advice on other topics. We are going to be telling you about that
Addressing
soon
them.
too.
Yeah. This is essentially, Mahesh, I think it's a communication segment that we're doing in a group discussion. So we're trying to help you all with communication. If you are interested in that topic, please stay tuned because we have many more interesting facts that are and tips
And at
that are
this
coming.
point, I'm just going to ask everybody who's
Yeah.
joined in right now, go follow Alpha Board
Please
because
follow Alpha Board.
yeah, you're going to find these sessions to be pretty amazing, and you're going to apply them in your real life, and you're actually going to see the change because this is something that we come across every day and
Every day.
learn. Like I just learned that even in not in the professional sense, even when I am disagreeing with anybody, being graceful and respectful is
Is a
important.
key.
So
Yeah.
you get to learn so many things through these sessions, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So go
And
follow Alpha
another,
Board.
yes, please follow Alpha Board. And another thing that I should add is that another reason why we're doing this is because the job market is so competitive. I feel like you can have so many degrees and so much experience, but your personality and the way you are in these situations are the key factor that's defining you. Because when you get into a job, there's going to be 100 other people with a degree just like yours, with a course just like yours, with experience, internships just like you. But it's your personality that differs you from these people. So when you take this training and you do this brushing up, your personality itself changes when you take these tips and tricks. Like you said, Unanya, you learned to do this in your personal life as well. This is what growth and development is from learning. So I think this is very important. Anyway, next tip would be to always, whenever you're in a group discussion, how are you going to discuss? You're going to discuss something by listening to what the discussion is. You can initiate whatever it is, but when you're in the middle of a discussion, after initiation is over, you are supposed to be a good listener. If you're not a good listener, you're not going to understand what to talk about. There's a difference between hearing and listening, which is very important. I can hear, but am I listening? Am I paying attention? Am I forming my thoughts quick enough and in a smart way to make myself different in this group discussion? So always be a good listener when you're in this group discussion.
Okay, but coach, don't you think when I know personally that somebody is watching me, I might get a bit distracted?
Yeah, I completely know what you're saying, especially when we know that this is going to determine our career for a few years. It's something that's
So
very
like, what is
nerve-wracking.
the
Yeah,
right? What
so
is the way around that?
yeah, I think it's easier said than done. I think everyone can say don't pay attention to it, but like you're there, you're feeling the nerves. So I would say take it as don't take it as don't pay attention to it. I would say take it as pay attention to it. Take it as I'm being tested and I need to perform well. If you pay attention to the fact that there are moderators and I need to show my best self, it's going to give you some confidence. But if you take it as, oh, no one is watching me, or just ignore the fact that I'm being watched, I wouldn't say that's going to help you more of being conscious of it. Because the part of the group discussion is I'm conscious of everything I'm doing, everything I'm saying, and I'm showing my best self. That is a group discussion. So I would say be conscious of it. Yes.
Okay,
And
all right.
lucky Sonic Cosmos
Sony
is saying
Cosmos.
Sonic Cosmos. Awesome. A listener is a good learner for sure. And everyone, I'm just reminding you, please send. I know I'm going on and on, but please send us your questions. If you have any questions, please write them down in the comment section. I am here. Me and Ananya are here to address everyone's questions. So if you have any questions, write it down. If not, we will continue. If you do, we'll stop. We will stop and we will answer you. Yeah.
I think let's give them a minute or so.
Oh, yeah,
And
let's
if they
give
have
them
any
a
questions, they can.
Of course, we will wait. If you guys have anything, and while you're doing this, follow Alpha Board. I know we've told you twice already, but we're telling you again. Okay, topic kya hai, ma'am? Okay, I think you're new to this live, so I will tell you again. Today we are doing group discussion, tips and tricks to get better in a group discussion. A group discussion is something that is used when you're being recruited for a new job. So that is what we're discussing today, the tips and tricks to get better at it. Okay.
All right. Okay. So let's continue. And I think if there is any question, we'll take it up later.
Yes. So after being a good listener, I have said this point before while answering a question. It would be a confident speaker. Now, what is it to be a confident speaker? I feel like the word confidence can be something that has so many perspectives. Is confidence yelling? Is it just being loud? Is confidence just speaking very good English? I would say confidence is a package. It is everything together. You need to speak in a way that is fluent. You need to have fluent English skills. At Alpha Board, we can help you with that. We can increase your fluency. You need to have very good communication skills. You need to have body language. What is body language? Body language is speaking with your hands, moving your head, nodding. Like Ananya, you're nodding at me. That is your body language. That is what enhances your communication. That, acha, she understands what I'm saying to her. So she's nodding, right? Also stressing on certain words. Like when I'm saying a sentence and I'm stressing on some words to show importance on what I'm talking about. What is my point? You are understanding my point from what I'm stressing on, what I'm saying. I'm repeatedly saying, or I'm saying with some strength, if that makes sense. I would also say good posture, sit up straight. That is what shows you to be confident. Another thing is take a pause. Ananya, if someone was speaking to you and they kept rambling without any pause, you'd be like, what are you saying? 1 second. Wait, what are you saying? Right? So always take a pause. What would you say? You've spoken to many people, right? You've come across many people. So what would you say is one thing when someone speaks, you know they're confident? What would be an indicator for you personally?
I think the way they're putting forward their points, that would be one of the, factors that I'll take into consider the fact that they're confident, because, if they're randomly talking about anything and everything and, thinking that they're coming off as confident, then that does not do the trick. But, if we're talking about a certain topic and they're, sticking to the topic and telling me something new and, sharing their knowledge with me in a very graceful manner, that would make me think that they're very confident.
They're very confident. Okay, there's a question. Oh, there are some questions and comments. All
right. Okay. So I'll take up the question. The first question, if you don't have any questions with us, you can, just DM us your queries and, our team will get back to you. So don't worry about that. Mm-hmm. Second question is, what about nervousness? How do you overcome that?
Yes. Okay. I understand. I've also been there. I used to be a very nervous person, actually. The thing about nervousness, how to overcome it would be, where does nervousness stem from? Nervousness stems from when the person thinks that they're not good enough. When they think that they are something that there is lacking. So I would say, believe in yourself. Trust the process. Whatever is happening in whatever situation, don't freak out. I would say calmly address whatever situation, not only a job discussion, any situation, to avoid nervousness, calmly process what is happening. Second one, if we're focusing on job discussion, a lot of learners at Alpha Board say it's because of English. In English, we need to speak in these jobs, right? When they do job discussions, they're looking at your language. So how to overcome it is brush up your English skills. Definitely brush up your English skills. Practice English every day, practice speaking, reading. And another trick that I would like to teach you is a lot of people who get into these job interviews, they think using big words is going to give them an edge. It is. It is. I'm not going to lie. It is. Whenever you use big words, there's going to be people who speak with really great vocabulary and they're going to say, wow, they have great vocabulary. But when you know you don't have that training, don't try to attempt difficult words and get lost in transition. That is going to really not going to help you. Like that's going to get you in a situation where you're stuck. The person is also understanding that this person doesn't really know the words, but they're trying to attempt it. So I would say play it safe, but be confident. You know what I mean? You need to be comfortable with whatever you're saying, whatever you're feeling. I think I don't overshot. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to do something that you know you can't handle. You know, just be very sure of yourself. Job discussion is something that is so. Me as a person, I always tell people shoot high, go far. But job discussion is you need to be prepared. Like, you need to be prepared. You can't go overconfident. It is what it is, guys. Like, it is what it is. Okay,
All
and
right, okay.
yeah,
And I
the
think,
other.
if you have any problems, especially when it comes to English, you can definitely drop us a
Drop.
DM on AlphaBo's Instagram or contact us through, our website or any other medium. And we have coaches who are going to, tend to your needs and make like a customized package just for you to, help you overcome this nervousness. So don't hesitate and, drop us that DM.
Yes.
Mm,
Yeah.
we have, I think it's a statement that sometimes it happens when we have to give any speech in front of the audience. Our voice modulation changes, and sometimes I use my own voice to give a speech. So I think what he's trying to say is during the speech, voice modulation might come as a process, which is, something that just comes with practice or something like that.
Yeah.
And you just get used to voice modulation once you're doing this on a regular basis.
Yeah. Whenever you do something for the first time, your voice modulation might be off. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Like when you're making a video, even this live, for example, like when you're doing it for the first time, you're nervous, so you can't keep a track of your voice modulation, your pauses. That's why practice makes perfect when it comes to these situations. Speeches and group discussions, all of this, you need to practice. You know, I am a kind of person who likes to do things on a whim, but when it comes to these things, practice is key. Like, because you're being moderated and you're being analyzed to the core. So you need to practice when it comes to these things. Okay. Let's move on to the next last point, unfortunately. But yeah, the last point would be the fact that I've noticed this that has been happening a lot is there is a discussion. Now, what we need to know about group discussions is it's a very long discussion. It's not 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It's like a good hour and a half, 2 hours, sometimes even 3 hours. People are just sitting and talking. Okay. There is always more than one topic for sure. When you're talking for so long, it's just like a conversation that we have, right? Like, let's say me and you are having a conversation that's not even professional. We're going to talk about so many things if we have the time. Same thing in a group discussion. One thing leads to another topic, etc., etc. A lot of people, after they've contributed to one topic and they know that, okay, I have said a good point and I have led the discussion or I have initiated this topic. In the next few discussions, they stop. They stop trying. They stop participating because they think, okay, I've made a good impression. That is wrong. Let me tell you something. Moderators look for these things. They are super analytical. They look at, okay, this person has he is standing out in this discussion. Is he standing out in the next discussion? Because like I said previously, Ananya, these discussions are of different topics. There could be a discussion about feminism and workplace and women workplace, and I could full on talk about, obviously, me and you, we can go off about this topic. But if there's another topic about cryptocurrency and we know nothing about it, or if there's another topic about anything and we know nothing about it, that is a problem. They'll think, oh, this person only knows about this and not about that. So they'll use that against you. So be consistent. Whenever you have something valuable to say, don't feel shy, feel confident and just say it. Okay? But you need to think about, again, you need to think about what you're saying, but you need to be, but when you have something to say, do say it. Yeah. I think there's
Okay.
another comment. Yeah.
I think the comment is a little bit off topic, but that's okay. If your question is not related to the topic, just feel free to DM us on
Mm-hmm.
Board Infinity, and our team will get back to you. So that's a one way to go. We have another question.
Yeah.
Like, is there any mindset that you need to have before entering a group discussion?
Yes. There's there are many mindsets, I would say. First one is I'm going to be moderated. I need to be as prepared as I can to show the best version of myself. Second one is I need to be respectful. This is a very large group of professional people. I need to be respectful of everyone's opinions. I cannot be aggressive. Third, I need to have a good time. This is not supposed to be something that I'm supposed to be extremely stressed about either. I need to enjoy myself. I need to show my personality. I'm saying prepare, as in for these topics, prepare. But you need to show that you're a whimsical, fun-loving, whatever your personality is. You're an analytical person. You're a funny person. You like to laugh. You like to this. They look at stuff like that. They look at personality traits and think when you're someone who laughs a lot and you smile a lot, they'll think she's approachable. She's someone that we could work with. She's smiling, she's happy, she's this. When you're analytical, they're like, oh, he's logical. She's logical, she's analytical. We can use her for this. So remember, I did say that in the group discussion, they're really trying to cut everyone off. But remember, they're still looking for an employee. They're looking for a group of applicants. They're looking to give someone a job. So you need to show that side of you as well. That, this is my personality, but I can also be professional.
All
Yes.
right, okay. And I think you need to also be very positive when entering
Very
a
positive.
group
Yes.
discussion.
For sure. You need to be positive. You need to have that mindset that I'm trying to aid this organization. I'm here because I am the best applicant to be chosen. Like you need to have that optimistic mindset, you know? Yeah, so that's very important. So that was the
Okay.
last point. If anyone has any more questions, we are willing to answer. So please
And
drop
just
them
in case you don't have any questions right now, or you might come up with some in the future, you can drop in a comment. The live will go live on IGTV, on Alpha Board's page, and you can always DM us just in case you're having any hesitancy right now. So I'll
Yeah.
just quickly inform everybody who is with us right now. For the timing, if you haven't yet, go follow Alpha Board. And although we are towards the end of this session, we are going to come up with the new sessions every other day. So
Every other
if
day.
you think that
Yeah.
this was beneficial, then you will want to stay connected with us because the other sessions are going to be pretty amazing too.
Yes.
Sometimes group discussion turns into a debate.
Yes, for sure. One tip that I would like to give you all that you have to keep in mind is sometimes moderators, they give topics that they know is going to start a discussion, stir up some sort of controversy. They want to see how people will act in a heated environment, right? That's also the point. So there could be a topic that is given open-ended, and they will say, what is your opinion? And they know there's going to be 20 people who's against it, 20 people who are for it, 20 people who think it shouldn't exist, and they know there's going to be a major clash in discussion. But you need to know that's what they want to get a rise out of you, to see how you will act in these heated debates. So when they do turn to debates, remember, like I said, be respectful, but put your point across. Take your stance. Be strong in your opinion, but don't be disrespectful. That is, I feel like I keep saying that because it's just the most important point. Yeah.
Because even if you when you're portraying that you're not open to taking other people's opinion, that shows that even if they do hire you, you might not be somebody who's well
Yeah,
adjusted into their
yeah.
environments,
They'll
because
think you're
every
difficult.
organization,
Just straight
yeah,
out, they're going to think you're difficult and they don't want to deal with difficult people, you know? Yeah. So, like, especially when you're in that group discussion round, the higher ups tend to be the ones who have that authority to be non-adjusting. They are in charge. They, um, they are the ones who give these rules and etc. They don't want the people who are joining in lower levels that have to climb up to be in that role. That's not your job, if that makes sense. You know?
is it okay if I'm losing on my point?
Yeah.
If I think debate
Yeah.
is all about
Yeah.
one person
It's
putting
totally
in their
fine.
point, and
It's totally fine. Like, even I think in normal debates, everyone knows that someone has a stronger point, whatever it is. It's how you react to losing your point is what matters. You can lose your point. You can be completely wrong about something that is very general, and it's fine. You have to just display your opinions in a way that's respectful and that's not completely controversial, something that's going to make them question your character. That is when you need to be concerned about losing your point. Otherwise, in general discussions, it happens. Some people might have more points against you. Just the way you react is what matters. It's fine.
you never know that you might start agreeing with the other person's point. You're going to
Exactly.
see those points in a whole new light. So
It's totally fine to be
taking
open to
it
someone else's. Yeah,
taking it gracefully is
very
important.
important. Yeah.